So there it is, the new project bike. 900cc of Honda Retro Superbike analog greyness in full 90s colours. If this bike was a person, it'd be wearing a shell suit and be on its way to a 90s warehouse rave. On the face of it, it doesn't look to be in too bad a condition, but due to the age of it, I'm sure we'll find a few problems with it, but they'll have to wait till I get it home. So, what am I going to be doing with this bike? It's mostly going to be my track bike, but I'm looking to upgrade it and kind of make it better than when it was before. Being a groundbreaking superbike when they were released, they're still pretty good, so I'm looking forward to see if we can make one even better than when it first came out of the factory. So, there is the Fireblade, nestling nicely in its new home. Ordered a few track parts, so we're just waiting for them to arrive before we get it prepped for some track action. The first thing that arrived today is the 17-inch wheel, so let's see if that goes in. So, an update on the progress of the Fireblade. Parts are coming in thick and fast. 17-inch wheel has been test fitted and just flew in, just went straight in, no problems. There's the R16, there's the 17, lovely. So, the order of today is, first off, I'm going to get rid of this horrible black screen that you can't look at, and then we're going to remove the swing arm to fit these bushes, so I can then get a paddock stand underneath it. So I'll be removing it, welding these on, getting a guy to come around and do some welding, and then we'll be able to put it up on a proper paddock stand. At the minute we're propped up on some temporary measures, some sort of makeshift foot pegs, just to hold it nice and steady. Right, get cracking. Well, swing arms out, didn't come out too bad. Did put up a little bit of a fight, but something to be expected for a 27-year-old motorcycle. So much of a fight, I've ruined my 14mm socket. I've only had that 18 years. I'll get it on a lifetime guarantee. Right, time to clean it up and get it prepped for welding. Nasty! Not nasty! With the back end of the bike out, it was now time to start working on the front. This would mean a little bit of work on the brakes, just getting the pad pins out and etc. They were a bit corroded, but nothing managed to snap off or round out. Things just had to be taken gently, slowly working the pins and stuff out over the years of corrosion that had built up. With the brakes off, I can now take the front wheel out. Even though this 17-inch wheel was test fitted, it's actually quite awkward to remove, with the Fireblaze mudguard being so large. So it's something I'll have to look at in the future. It comes out easy with only one disc on, but we'll probably be doing a lot of wheel changes in the future, so that'll be something that we'll need to look at. Next came mudguard removal, and that was actually a bit of a test. This footage is actually speeded up because otherwise it just would have been dull of me struggling for quite a while trying to round off bolts and undo corroded fixings. So yes, this was the first of the awkward little horrors that we found, but nothing too unexpected from a bike of this age. It just took a lot longer than I anticipated. Again, I just had to take things slowly working nuts and bolts and fixings forward and back to get the corrosion out, and grabbing hold of them with grips and pliers and whatever I could. And eventually, after what seemed like forever, out it came. And there we could assess the full extent of the damage. But that would have to be left to another day. With mudguard out, it was time to drop the forks out. These forks would be sent away to be fully overhauled and fitted with an upgraded damper kit. A nice little modification for the Fireblade, as it was gain track focused. Better suspension is a must. So, update on the progress of the blade. Suspension is still away, being sorted. I gave it a run the other day and it was a little bit 3-cylindery, so we decided to do a bit more service work because I think it does need it. And as you can see, the radiator is completely out because I found the bottom racket had corroded away, so the radiator is a bit old and knackered and no good. The radiator came out because we're doing the valve clearances under here, the top cover's off. So 9 valve clearances are tight, so I've got to order some shims to do them. And the carburetors are out over here. So I had a quick look inside them. They're not too bad for a 27-year-old bike, so it has been run, but just to make sure, I'm going to strip them and have them sent away and have them ultrasonically cleaned just to be 100% sure. So yeah, so that's the update. So a bit more service than I was hoping for. And one little thing I did find, which is in here, it's got a engine mount spacer missing that was put on the wrong side. So just a couple of washers have been put here in place. So yeah, plenty of work to do, but I'm sure it's all going to be for the better. Carburetors are stripped, all getting packed up ready to go soon. Went pretty well, all apart from the pilot jets which was C solid, so they all needed drilling out. So that to get a bit ugly, but they're all out. So I'll order some new ones of that. That'd be lovely. Right, let's get them packed up.